Hi everyone, my name's Jatine and I'm going to show you how I decorated this upstairs loft of my bookstore row home. So firstly you go up the stairs and the trouble was that I needed to make one side bigger than the other so that bigger Pokemon can still have access to this area. So you can see I widened the opening of the staircase on one side and left it smaller on the other side. So I was going for like a coastal type contemporary vibe with this row home because it's blue, it's brick, that type of thing. So I used the boat railing, I think it was, where it was white and a little wooden to do my railings around the staircase on both sides. Once I had that in, I decided to make the right side the bedroom area, so I used the industrial bed. I had painted it a nice little color to make it fit with the vibe here. I put a bookshelf because you know your girl loves her books. And then my goal in this corner was to make a little like relaxing seating area, so I used I think it's called the block sofa or something like that, to do a little corner sofa area. I wanted to make sure I put a side table and then make sure everything was kind of decorated with some plants, some wooden walls as a partition, a separation, but sticking with kind of the wooden coastal type vibe. I added in the snake plant. I can't remember what it's called, tropical plant or something like that in this game, but I love me a snake plant. And I hate that you can't get recipes for these, so I did actually 3D print the snake plant. I put a round rug there just so that it kind of separates and makes the area with the couches its own little cozy spot. On the right side here, I decided to make this the kitchen slash cooking area. So I'm gonna put in my appliances, my fridge, my countertops. I didn't really change the colors of anything for this one because I kind of just wanted it to be more contemporary vibe, kind of chillin', where everything matches, nothing too bougie, too extra. But I put my stove, put my sink, put my fridge, put a counter in the corner, just, I think it's the kitchen counter or something like that. And then I'm gonna decorate it. So this area was gonna be like my kitchen table eating area. I did change the color of this, so I did a white top to the counter with a wood bottom. Put the chairs, just the basic plain chair because it was white and wooden and that was kind of the aesthetic I was going for. Table setting on one side and then a little coffee cup, little mug on the other side. I didn't want it to look too uniform. And then I remembered, hey, this is supposed to be a reading area. Why did I forget to put a book there? So I put the book in, and then I put some artwork, the Eevee poster, over top of the table as a bit of a focal point at the top of the stairs. I felt the kitchen needed a rug, again for coziness, again for separation, and I went with the big rectangular rug, I think it was called. But now I'm gonna put some kitchen shelving in. A girl loves some open shelves, you know how it be. And then we'll put some shelving on this side. So some bookcases, some glassware. And then I think the only thing left is the lighting. Yeah, the lighting. So putting in some lighting because this place is dark. And I went with the pop art lights. These are actually, I think, my favorite light. I like the resort light, but these are just a little bit more modern looking. And I thought they added a nice little touch to everything. So there we have it. That's my loft. I've got the bed area. I've got a little living room, our kitchen table area, and then I've got the actual kitchen. And I think it turned out pretty nice. I think it hit the vibe that I was going for. But it's functional. Pokemon can come up here. And we've got the bookstore and the corner store slash bodega just down below. So that's it for this loft, but stay tuned for parts 2 and 3 where I decorate my other lofts.